What's up, my fabulous love bug goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen, How to Cook. We are turning up another requested recipe, Jamaican curry Bammie and shrimp in your kitchen. What? Fast, easy, and simple. Now, this is one of those recipes that you have to try and you can't miss this. So make sure you subscribe and turn on those post notification settings to be reminded every time a girl upload a brand new video. Let's get started.
You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but you owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him one to get turn your back.
Okay, my love bugs, let's jump right into our requested recipe. This recipe was requested a couple of months back. Your girl is always here to deliver, and it is just in time for the holiday, right? Yes. Now let's get into our Bammie. This is my Bammie of choice that I'm using. Them have many different kinds of brand of Bammie. However, every kind of brand that you find, you will find two Bammie in a package, of course. Bammie is made out of cassava and it is a Jamaican thing. Most Caribbean people really love Bammie and they cook it many different ways. Alright, now let's talk about her shrimp. I'm using uncooked shrimp. Of course you could use cooked shrimp as well, but I really prefer to use uncooked shrimp only for this particular recipe. I am using about 2 pounds of uncooked shrimp. You want to make sure that your shrimp is cleaned thoroughly and deveined. And I did leave the end part on the shrimp for easy access to when you wanna, eat it up. You could also take it off if you like, but I prefer to leave mine on. But yes, uncooked shrimp it was indeed. Now, to get started, first you want to make sure that these Bammie are cut into some equal part. You could cut it however you want, but do not leave it like that and cook it up like that. No, we are going to slice the Bammie just like if it was making a particular recipe. I will add that particular recipe that I'm talking about down in the description box, so check for that one. Now, this is how I do mine. I always put it up like that and then slice it going down. It makes it much easier for me to cut it because sometimes the Bammie can be very, very hard, like really hard to cut. So I find that it's easier for me to cut it like this, right? But when I'm done doing all of that, I have a total of 8 pieces of Bammie, right? 8 pieces. Perfect. I'm also going to insert a link down below to show you how to make Bammie at home. Alright, so what I'm going to do right here is go ahead and put it into a container. I'm using my almond milk to soften it up, but you could use water to soften it up. You could use any kind of milk of your choice. You could even use coconut milk. I like to use coconut milk sometimes. Just let it sit for a while and wait for at least 30 minutes. Moving right along, we are going to season up our shrimp, or peeled, cleaned shrimp. Add some salt and black pepper to it for sure. Right? I didn't add too much salt because I'm toning down on my salt intake, and a lot of these spices like this one right here has salt in it. It's all-purpose season. I really don't use that seasoning too much because it is too salty, but we are going for that one today. Old Bay season has salt in it as well, so I'm just using a tad bit of the Old Bay seasoning, not too much. Onion powder, I went in with quite a bit of that, and I did go in and add some garlic powder. Yeah, so I added my garlic powder, and I did go in with quite a tad bit of the garlic powder. And once again, all the amount for the recipe will be listed down in the description box. Now, I'm going in with my Jamaican curry powder. Use whatever brand, it does not matter, because I know a lot of times you guys ask me, what kind of brand I use? Just use whatever makes you happy. I could say I'm not using spicy curry powder because I'm afraid of pepper. Give it a good mix just like that, and then you set it aside and let it sit unbuttered before you do anything else with it. Now, the first thing you want to do to move on with your recipe when you start ready, if you cook it up, you are going, after 30 minutes of having that thing sit, you could even let it sit longer, but 30 minutes was good enough for me. I went ahead and removed it from the container, set it on a clean paper towel, goodie, and we are going to get the liquid out of the Bammie, because if you put it in the pot for fry, it is going to splash and burn and all them thing there. We don't want that to happen. So we are just going to pat dry the liquid out of it, so that way it doesn't splash on a burn. Just like that, unbothered, right? Easy, 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 easy. Nice clean hands, of course. And this is one of these recipes that you just have to try, because it is so filled with flavor, and it's fast, easy, and simple for the right. Yeah, man. Yeah. Now, moving right along, in a pot of oil, make sure that your oil is nice and hot. My pot is on medium heat. We are going to go ahead and we are going to fry these Bammie up for a total of 6 minutes. So you're going to do 3 minutes on one side, 3 minutes on the other side, and these Bammie are good to go. You don't want to over fry them or burn them up, because you're going to ruin the recipe. So medium heat, 3 minutes on one side and 3 minutes on the opposite side, just like that. Yes, boom. Nice and golden brown, not black brown and not golden brown, golden brown, like so. And then when you finish the 6 minutes total, you go ahead and you remove it from the pot, like so. Just go ahead and remove it. And then we're going to do that, and we are going to leave it unbothered and move on to our next step. Yes, we are. Now, after you get done frying, you are going to remove some of that oil, because you don't want it to be too greasy. Remove half of it, just like so, and then you add 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter only. Unsalted butter, goodie. Now, if you want to add salted butter, go ahead and do so, but tone down some of those other seasoning intake. To that, I added about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic to it, because we are talking flavor for this recipe. Simple and mellow, but flavorful and tastes good. Now, of course, you're going to went in with some spices, so I added my pimento seeds to it, just a couple of pimento seeds to pop some flavor in. And then I went in and added my shrimp. Now, here is where you don't want to overcook these shrimp. You are only going to cook these shrimp for 3 minutes only. That's all you need for the goodie. 3 minutes only. 3 minutes only. You don't want to move or step away, because you are going to overcook your shrimp. So just go ahead and keep spinning and timing the shrimp for 3 minutes tops, because the last thing you need to have is rubbery shrimp when you get done cooking this recipe, right? After 3 minutes, you go ahead and remove them from the heat, and in that pot right there, so is tons of flavor, and we are going to be using that to complete our recipe, right? We're definitely gonna do that. Now, that is what your shrimp look like when you are done. 3 minutes of cooking only. Now, back in your pot, you are going to add these veggies, and I'm choosing to use bell peppers and tomatoes and onions and 1 hot scotch bonnet. That's a scotch bonnet right there that I got from Florida. Yes, and it's super hot, but I'm now gonna pop the pepper there, because I'm afraid of pepper, right? Now, in your good up flavorful pot right there, so you go ahead and just throw those veggies into the mix, just like that. And we are going to make it mellow after we add 1 cup of coconut milk to the mix. So you go ahead and you add 1 cup of coconut milk and a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. And you, of course, you can substitute that apple cider vinegar. Do go in with some black pepper, a tad bit of the Old Bay seasoning, and I'm eyeballing this right here, but just add a tad bit, not too much, and then a little of the garlic powder, just because you want to flavor up them veggies there, and your onion powder. That's all you need thus far. I did go in with a little bit of the hot pepper sauce just to flavor up the veggies, because I'm not popping that pepper. Oh no, we're not in my kitchen. And gave it a good mix, just like so, with my fire on medium heat, right? I did turn my stove down below medium heat, so I have it on low to medium heat, and then I put my Bammie into the mix right there. That's when I put the Bammie in, because I'm going to allow that Bammie to soak up all that good flavored milk, that coconut milk flavor. It's going to go right into the Bammie. So that's why you want to make sure, goody, that you turn your fire down. Turn it down, boo, because you don't want to have tasteless Bammie. You want your Bammie to be soaked up in all that good flavor right there. Okay, low to medium heat, and we are good to go right there. See, my pepper is still standing. I did not pop my pepper because this is one Jamaican with afraid of pepper. I'm in the Caribbean. Nobody wants to say, oh yeah, Jamaican ain't afraid of pepper. I'm afraid of pepper. In that order, period. Now, I've allowed it to cover for about 5 to 6 minutes, and while we're doing that, let's just say this. Hope you have subscribed. Be sure, goody, to check your notification settings to make sure that they are in the on position, because YouTube will turn your notification settings off, so you will not know when I upload videos like this one, right? Do that. Now, while you're doing that, go over there and subscribe to my second channel, Life as Juliana. I have inspirational videos, Dollar Tree DIYs, vlogs, and more. All of my vegan goodies, go over there and subscribe to that channel. There is absolutely no more vegan recipes here. You've asked girl to separate them, and your girl did just that. So they are always going to be on that channel, and the link for that channel is down below. Check out all my story time videos. And once again, thank you for the love and support, and I love you guys so much. Now, after 6 minutes of cooking my Bammie, that is what it looks like. Now and only then we are going to go in and add our shrimp. Now, when you get done adding in your shrimp, goody, these shrimp are only going to be cooked for 3 minutes only, because remember, you cooked them 3 minutes earlier. You don't want to overcook your shrimp because they will be rubbery. 3 minutes here. Go ahead and add some parsley, fresh parsley, dried parsley, cilantro, basil, whatever you like, but give it 3 minutes of cooking right here. And after 3 minutes of cooking, everything is all soaked up and all smelling good and all ready to be delivered and devoured. And the thing was massive. The gravy that's soaked in all that good coconut milk is off the chart, the best. This is one of those recipes that you just have to try. It is one of those comfort food that you can eat any time of the year, even other days like this. It is perfect when you set it up on the plate and you the smell. Oh, it is divine. It is so full of flavor, goody. You're gonna have to try this recipe. Bammie and the shrimp curry style is off the chart. So delicious. You are going to fall in love with each and every single bite you take. Now, make sure that you are, in fact, sharing the recipes with friends and family. The man up the road, the girl along the street, everybody, right? Now, tell me where you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy!
it.